Today we're here to show you how to install a rudder on the Ozone REs. You can also do the same installation on a Gemini and other Ozone products. So I'm going to start by unzipping, grabbing the rudders. This is a Pro, so it comes with two rudders. Everything's here on a foam plate. And this is a Team Pro, so we got pretty color rudders. This is actually Lauren Spalding's Pro. So we're going to install this for her so she can come pick it up and get on her way. Get out there and have some fun. So in the packet, you have two rudders for pros. The stock canoes just have one rudder, but you will have three drain plugs for no matter what canoe you get, pro or regular. In this little bundle here, you'll have all your screws, your Loctite, and all that. So you'll have a ton of little spare parts to keep on hand for if you ever have to install another rudder in the future. Being that I'm back here, I grabbed one of the drain plugs right off the bat. I'm going to stick that in. That is done. So it's a simple, there's a soft plastic tube that'll hold your rudder in once it's in there. So you just fold it, stick it in, and you're good to go. Now when transporting your canoe, you can lift this drain plug all the way up so you don't kink your hose. I do see a lot of kinked hoses on these canoes, so this is a wise thing to be able to do while transporting it, putting it in the bag, etc. Storage. So now I'm back here with the rudder. This plastic wrap that goes over the tiller bar, you do not remove. You leave this on. There is a little slit here in the plastic over the screw hole. What I generally do is I'll grab my Phillips and I'll just grab the plastic and I'll rip it open just a little more over that screw hole so that when I stick the screw in with the Loctite on it, I'm not rubbing it all over the plastic. So next step, once you're back here, you cleared the plastic, I'm going to stick the rudder up through the shaft and it's going to hold in place. Once I do that, I'm going to go through my screws, find out which one is to use with this canoe and which one is the spare. And I'll grab my ones I need to use and I'll install. So under here has already got a slit as well. So you just stick it through. You don't have to open up that slit. Boom. Once you get the rudder in there, it stays. Of course, it is best to do it over grass or something soft in case for some odd reason it did fall out. You don't want to chip it on the concrete. In the packet, you'll have two sets of screws. Two sets for the spare rudder, two sets for the present rudder. One is a replacement set, which is this set, and it says it on the paper tab inside the bag. One is use this to assemble for this boat. That is the one that you will use with this canoe. Of course, the third bag is the Loctite. So I grabbed the first screw set to use with this canoe, and I'm going to grab the Loctite and get going. Again, this is a very simple procedure, and it's very critical to leave this plastic wrap on. If you take that plastic wrap off, the simple procedure will turn into kind of a headache of a procedure. So very important, keep the plastic. So now we've got the Loctite, I'm going to break the cap off. Now I'm just going to give a couple squirts on the tip of the screw here. Just going to go around the tip of the screw, doesn't need too much. That's plenty right there. If you put too much, your screw will bind in the T part of this disc, and it's going to be hard to remove that rudder later on in the future. So now I got my little bit of Loctite, got my screw, boom. I'm going to lightly screw it in by hand. Then I'm going to grab my Phillips head screwdriver, which I have a Leatherman, and screw it in. I'll hold the rudder with one hand while I screw, so once I get tight, one final tight cinch, and then you can peel away your plastic. And there you go, voila, your rudder is installed.